26th. The Belgian Grand Prix is go! Senna leads, Prost second, Mansell third, Berger fourth. And good heavens, they all seem to be round La Source, unlike last year. Now, down to Eau Rouge and the climb up to Les Combes. And this is where Senna, as ever, will be trying to build a cushion, going as hard as he possibly can at the beginning, and I think that was Michael Schumacher dropping back. It was Schumacher dropping back. That was his first ever Grand Prix start, and Mansell is jockeying with Alain. And Michael Schumacher's Grand Prix has ended on the first lap, the German achievements of practice. Down to La Source. So the McLaren, Ferrari, Williams, Benetton, Berger is in fifth. Both Ricciardo and Gugelmin out. Well, two retirements. Lap.
Like a blow up with him. I saw a bit of flame coming out of the back of the car. And that certainly looks terminal.
And despite all their know-how, their money, their facilities, their experience and their expertise.
Getting the toe, and he's certainly pulling in he pulled a lot of lengths in on Ayrton Senna then, and if he can start onto the straight close enough through Eau Rouge, and that of course won't be simple because very quick corner S-bend like Eau Rouge. That is one of the Tyrrells. Is it Modena? No, it's Nakajima, and here we see how it came about. And yes, and but a little bit of argy-bargy arriving side by side. But
second position now, Gerhard Berger moves up into third position, John Alesi to fourth, Senna rejoins in fifth on his pit stop, and I'm looking to see how it... Now there is Piquet and Nigel Mansell rejoins.
And Senna, of course, is now struggling behind as Mansell goes through, and a marvellous stop by the Williams team. They didn't have the pressure because they knew they could just be efficient without rushing it. We see again Mansell disposing of Berger pretty easily. No problem at all, and that's on Taz. He hasn't even had a chance to warm up or get really confident on.
All happening now. This is lap 18. Look at that. Gerhard Berger spinning there as he goes round at the top of the hill. Out.
Separates him from Nigel Mansell now in the lead.
And Riccardo Patrese goes past the sole Jordan, that of Andrea De Cesaris, and Patrese has at last achieved, after his tyre stop, what he was trying so hard to get done. V8 is in 11th position, and his teammate Mika Häkkinen is in 12th place ahead of Martin Brundle 13th, and Alesi is being... Alesi going through and taking Nigel Mansell. The three of them are together. Nigel Mansell loses the lead and Senna's closing right up on him. That's Alesi going through at the bus stop.
And clearly Mansell's got some major problem, or has had a problem. And Senna's passed him as well, and he's slowed right down. He's fumbling around in the cockpit. And what a shame.
Is Riccardo Patrese, fifth is Andrea De Cesaris, Nigel Mansell bitterly disappointed out of the car. Ayrton Senna on lap 24, long way to go yet, and of course Ferrari just on tyre performance, and that is Mika Häkkinen out of the race. He's ahead, who is in second place.
Yes, but obviously had a major problem. He dropped right back. And yet he seems to be going all right at the moment. So the two obvious things, we didn't see what happened, is he could have...
11 seconds. Alesi leads, Senna's second, being caught by Piquet, who is... And look at this, there's Patrese in the background, and behind Patrese is De Cesaris. Second, third, fourth and fifth together. Senna, Piquet, Patrese, De Cesaris. Play of Alesi going out. Either the number or the helmet, and that is Alesi, John Alesi out of the Belgian Grand Prix on lap. De Cesaris challenging, De Cesaris going through and taking Piquet at Les Combes. So Senna leading.
Pull a coup off and win this one. Have you got any further idea about Schumacher's problem?
Very
very sad for Michael. What a sensational job he's done for us. I think perhaps the inexperience, he may have lit the car up too early in the beginning and damaged the clutch, pulled the centre out, or that's what it seems to be. But full credit to him. What he's done for motor racing recently and the German people is quite fantastic. An amazing performance.
Going into Eau Rouge and let Senna go. And Pirro is climbing all over the back of Brundle, trying to take advantage of the fact that Brundle slowed down to let him go. But poor Andrea de Cesaris behind them is having to sit and watch them fight it out. There's nothing he can do in case they take each other off, but he's now down the inside of Pirro at least. So de Cesaris won't be happy about that.
To protect the highest placing he has had. And that's de Cesaris going out. Bitter luck for Andrea de Cesaris, who joins his teammate Schumacher in retirement, and bitter luck for Eddie Jordan. And that means to say, of course, that Patrese is up into second, but Berger might still finish there to take it first and second for McLaren.
And that looked like an engine blow-up because there's some steam coming from the overflow pipe in the water system. And Berger has got right up with Patrese. Patrese blowing smoke, and Riccardo Patrese in some sort of trouble. Patrese has slowed down. Patrese looks like his engine's gone. There's smoke coming from the back of his car, and so all change at the front. Senna and Berger, both de Cesaris and Patrese have gone, and all of a sudden the big battle for the lead is over, because we now have McLaren's 1 and 2, and the opposition have decimated themselves.
Because Ayrton Senna wins in Belgium for the 4th time in succession, for the 5th time in all, to increase his World Championship lead over Nigel Mansell by 10 points and maybe almost to clinch the championship. McLaren get